What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bird, man. You know we back on Bird's Eye View with it. Like always, appreciate the love and support. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the content. You know, we're trying to grow the channel as far as we can. Shout out my boy Marty McFly, man. He hooked me up with some merch. We're going to have that Bird's Eye View merch coming soon for y'all. Hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you're looking for. We're going to do some great things. So, again, shout out to Marty McFly, man. Has all great apparel that you're looking for. He does things for actual teams, high school teams, college. He does actual jerseys, whatever you're looking for. Any type of sports apparel that you need, whether it's team gear, fan gear, he has it. I'm going to put the link in the description. Definitely check that out. Of course, we got great news of the day coming out yesterday with Cormani McClain, #1 DB in the country, #2 overall player, consensus 5-star across the board, 6'2", about $165 out of Lakeland, Florida. Of course, he flipped yesterday. We pretty much all knew he was headed to Colorado. He's going to be at Buffalo. What a massive get that was for that program. I mean, he did some phenomenal things, right? Of course, his sophomore year, he had 9 interceptions. His junior year, he had 10 interceptions. His senior year, they just pretty much say, listen, we're not going to throw his way. We're just not going to try him. There's no point. He did, phenomenal skill set, man. He has the length, has the size. Of course, he's going to bulk up a little bit. I feel like he needs to get a little bit bigger, but I mean, that's just going to come naturally when he get in a college weight program. That's every high school athlete once they get to college. So some great things are going to come their way. Of course, you're going to pair him, right, with Travis Hunter, the 5-star, consensus 5-star, 6'1", about $165 DB. Of course, out of Swaney, Georgia. He was the #1 DB in the class of 2022. Of course, he went to Jackson State with Coach Prime, did some great things at Jackson State. He only played in 8 games. Of course, he had that ankle surgery that he ended up having to get. He played in that first game with FAMU. He pretty much was like 60%. He had limited snaps. He barely played. He did make an impact in that game, but he barely played. Coach Prime got him out. They ended up having that surgery. So he only played in 8 games, but I mean, had some good numbers. He had 10 PBUs. He had 2 interceptions. 1 he returned for a touchdown against Alcorn. Of course, on the offensive side of the ball, he had about 18 catches, about 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. Everyone remembers the 2 touchdowns that he had in the Celebration Bowl, especially that last one. Had a phenomenal game in the Celebration Bowl. Of course, he's still ranked top 5 in the SWAC when it comes to passes defended. That's PBUs and interceptions to combine. Of course, he had 12 of those. I believe he actually ranked 2nd in the SWAC. He's not going to be on the list because I guess technically he didn't play in enough games. But I mean, he only played 8 games. He still had 12 passes defended, which is tied for 2nd in that conference. So he had a great season. So we're thinking here that new duo, right, of Cormani and Travis. How could that really work? Like, what is the ceiling? Like, I mean, we're looking at these 2 kids, man. These are 2 legit DBs that could actually have a similar impact. Can they have that similar impact like Sauce Gardner and Coby Bryant had with Cincinnati? Is that a possibility? Of course, we all know about Coby Bryant and Sauce Gardner. What they were able to do at the University of Cincinnati was just phenomenal. I mean, you look at Coby Bryant, 6'1", about $195 out of Cleveland, Ohio. In 2019, he started 14 games. He had 54 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, 8 PBUs and an interception. In 2020, he started 10 games. He was first team all-conference. He had 7 PBUs, 4 interceptions. In 2021, of course, he won the Thorpe Award as the best DB in the nation, 46 tackles, 11 PBUs, 3 picks, and he had 3 forced fumbles in 2021. He just had a phenomenal season. Of course, he was drafted by the Seattle Seahawks. He's had a great rookie year, had 70 tackles so far for the Seahawks. So, he's still doing phenomenal things. And then, of course, you had Sauce Gardner. In 2019, he was a freshman All-American. He was first team AAC. He was, had 8 PBUs, 3 picks. 2 of those he returned for touchdowns. In 2020, he kept it rolling. First team All-American, first team All-Conference, 6 PBUs, another 3 interceptions. And then, of course, in 2021, just a shutdown corner. Didn't allow any touchdowns. All-American, All-Conference. Again, he had 40 tackles. That was the most tackles that he had since he had been there. 3 interceptions, 4 PBUs. He had 5 tackles for loss and 3 sacks. So that's the best duo I've seen here recently, the best college duo with Sauce Gardner, Coby Bryant. Of course, we know exactly what those guys are doing now in the NFL. They're still turning heads. They're still doing great things. So can Cormani and Travis, can they reach that ceiling, that same similar ceiling that Coby Bryant and that Sauce Gardner had? Can they get somewhere near that? Of course, I mean, those 2 guys had phenomenal careers So you know they're asking for some big things, but I mean, can we get that same type of duo, right, in Boulder, Colorado? It's a possibility, right? I mean, you got two phenomenal athletes being coached under Coach Prime. You know, it's going to be interesting to see. But I put in the comment section, you know, what you guys think. Can Cormani McClain and Travis Hunter have a similar impact that Sauce Gardner and Coby Bryant had in Cincinnati? I just want to know what you guys think. I'm not going to keep you long here. Appreciate the love and support. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe. You know what time it is. Bird's Eye View.